Sole and Ramon. We are from Spain and we have been traveling. I've been traveling for 1 year and Ramon for 4 years.
Yeah, more or less.
And we are the makers of Mapmelon. So Mapmelon is a platform that it's also an app where users like colivers and nomads can share their plans, and they can also find new colivings to stay and share experiences with the rest of the coliving community, discover new places and reviews, everything in just one place, but everything focused on colivings.
I started coliving like 3 years ago now. I found that also there are a lot of apps to meet other nomads and other people while you travel and you are like digital nomading. There are little ones to keep the contact with the people you really meet, and it's very hard for nomads to like meet again in the future. So everything started like I created an app where you could like put your plans. For example, I will be in Thailand in 2 months, and you can follow all your friends and you can see where they are gonna be or where they want to be. After that, we saw that there were other similar apps to that one. So we started like focusing more on colivings because we also saw that we were staying in colivings and the people liked the app and liked the coliving features, so we focused more on it.
Yeah, one of the things is like when you are in a coliving, you have more deep connections, and it's difficult to maintain them if you are not meeting with them again. So what we wanted to do was like make it easier for people to connect again. And also what we also found is like there's a lot of Slacks and groups for different groups of nomads or coliving. So each coliving has their own group, but there's no like one place where everyone can talk about it and share their experiences and just share the knowledge they have and connect with other people that have the same lifestyle. So that's what we want to do with Mapmelon. It has like two main parts. The first part will be like share your plans and share your trips. So you upload where are you going to be or where have you been in the past. You can tag people and you can upload pictures like kind of an Instagram with some dates and locations attached to it. And then the other part is more about finding colivings and sharing. So you can share your experience if you do a hike or you go to some gym in a coliving or something like go for dinner. You can write the experience so other people that are going to that coliving can know what are the typical activities there and what to expect there. But we are finding that people are not using just the experiences for that. They are also asking questions about colivings and also sharing more deep experiences that they are having, not just like going to dinner. That was our main idea. And the same with the questions. People are going more deep than what we expected, so we are happy about it. The thing is like when you can talk about the when you meet with your friend in Sundays.
Like again, like in the future. I mean, as I upload my plans to Mapmelon, I can, and I also can see where my friends are going to. It happens more than once that I have met again with some friends that I met in the past, so that's super cool. And also other digital nomads are benefiting it in the sense that they want to explore. Once you get to one coliving, a proper coliving, you want to explore more of that kind, but you don't want to go to these colivings that are, I'm not gonna say names, but they are like franchises that are not really like real colivings. So in Mapmelon we are adding like real nomad colivings, like the proper ones that they have a good community and all these things. Our users are able to find those more easily. If you want to, I don't know, you want to go to Italy or a new country, you can search for colivings, like proper colivings there on our app.
Yeah, and we are also seeing that there's a lot of coliving owners that want to participate more in the community. So they are also engaging a lot in the platform, answering questions, writing their own blog posts and stuff like that. So it's really interesting to see because maybe it's more complicated if you are not in a coliving to meet the owner or to talk with them, and with the platform it's getting easier. So that's one thing. And the other part is like the one that Ramon said about like being with your friends. I wanted to talk about like the time that we went to Sandes, that's coliving in Morocco, and when we were there doing some pictures, then one of his friends appeared, and he was like, "Oh, I didn't know you were here. I am arriving today." And he's like, "Oh, I'm leaving tomorrow." So it was just like, oh, if we will have used the, like, because we use it, but his friend didn't know. So if his friend will have had the app, they could have extend the location and stay more days, or maybe he could arrive early so they can spend more time together. Everyone can have like a personal account, so everyone can just create account. Is for free, and you can find it in the App Store and in the Play Store, but also in the website. You can use it also in the desktop. So that's no, like, everyone can do it. And then the other part about the, like, if you want to add a coliving, we are doing that manually ourselves because we want to be really specific about the ones that we want to approve first, at least more in the beginning, because we are being really niche and we are just adding the ones that we went there, or really close friends go there, so we can trust what's going to be the experience of the people that are going there. So that's what we are doing now. We have like a landing page where colivings can fill a form, and after filling the form, we have to check and approve them, and then they can access to the portal and edit the page if they want.
I think a proper coliving, like a nomad coliving, I wrote a post about this in the past. And first, a good co-working, a good Wi-Fi connection. I think that's not even I mean, that has to be there. And then they have to have like activities, communal activities that you don't have to participate on them, but they should offer them to the community, and they should propose them. I mean, you should not expect for the people to make the activities. You should, as the co-living owner or host, you should promote these kind of activities. Apart from that, I shared areas like a living room or a kitchen. Like, I think that's very important, especially the kitchen and the dining room. Like around the food is where like people tend to meet each other better. Let's say it that way. Yeah, having a shared kitchen or like a place to eat is also like a kind of a requirement.
It has to be like a long stay discount, so you can make people stay more time in the co-living. And also another thing that I think is really important is like to try to attract the same kind of people. So you don't want to mix students or tourists for one weekend or stuff like you need to have people that are going to stay for long term so they can connect. Like, that's one of the things.
Promote long-term stays either by discounts or by other means, but yeah.
For the future, we now in a point that we are just gathering feedback from the users and trying to make the platform more easy to use and make it more engaging, and people make it easier for them. That will be one part. We are also figuring out like how can we attract more people and make ourselves more people to know about us so they can start sharing. That will be one part. And then we are also working on creating different products aside of Mapmelon, but everything focused in the co-living area. So we are also talking with co-living owners and asking what they need and what they want, so we can also help them with that. And we are getting a lot of feedback for Mapmelon, especially now that we are figuring out like maybe we should start adding more about like events or pop-up co-livings and more. We are seeing that there's a need for one place to have all the information about co-livings, because now if you want to know about an event, you have to follow the co-living on Instagram or on their newsletter. So you have to follow 20 newsletters or 20 Instagrams. So it's a lot of work for one person just to go there. So we are also working on that, like trying to have like a knowledge base of co-livings in our site.